guys, welcome to the Humanity. My name is Ever, and today's coloring adventure is the birthday Bonanza, I believe it is, hashtag. This was started by Color with Dan, and I was tagged by Pixie from Pixie's Projects, and I was tagged by proxy-ish, sort of, by Doodle Robot too. So, there are, I think, 11 questions all about birthday stuff, and you guys know where this is mostly going since you've been around the channel and Instagram for a while, and you will know the answer to the first question, or at least somewhat the answer to the first question. And I'm coloring in Kawaii Color by Number, black background, Cute Stuff coloring book, Color Questopia. This was a birthday present from Pixie. Thank you, Pixie. It's really fun. I missed having a Color Questopia coloring book, so I'm really super happy to have one again. And I am using my Crayola Twistables colored pencils. I found that they generally have pretty decent colors for this color palette, so I'm probably going to go through my crazy art and try to find some crazy art colors that go with this. I am probably not going to do this in markers for various reasons. Markers are my nemesis. Especially when it comes to stuff like this and just them drying up and dying before I could finish a picture kind of thing. I'm not dealing with that with this. Plus, this book has a lot of little fiddly bit pieces. Like, you see, like, the eyes and stuff? There's some of these in here that have a lot of really tiny details, so I feel like pencils are probably going to be better anyway. So here we go. So this is questions about birthday stuff. And the first question is, when is your birthday? My birthday is Sunday, May 15th. I was born on a Thursday. I am a Thursday's child. I don't remember what it is. I used to know, but I don't remember. So yes. My birthday is Sunday. I will be old. We'll leave it at that. I will be old. In physicalness, not spirit. I mean, honestly, if we were going to go by that age, I'm like 20. 15. Sometimes 5 if I'm having a bad day. Do I like birthdays? Yes. I do. And I hope I never become one of those people that doesn't like their birthday. Or doesn't want to have a birthday. I hope I never become one of those people, because that's just sad. I mean, like, look, you've made a rotation around the sun. Like, that's something to celebrate, you know? I mean, to be quite honest, I did not think I was going to live to the age I am. I did not think I was going to live to the age of 30. So anything past 30 for me is a party, because I didn't think I was going to make it this far. So, yes, I like birthdays. Question number 3, favorite way to spend my birthday. So, you know, I answered these questions very instinctually. I just sort of let my brain kind of flow and wander and just go and not really think about it. And now I'm reading these going, Honestly, favorite way to spend my birthday is obviously with friends and family. I mean, you know, spend it with Abe and my in-laws and my siblings-in-law. I don't even know what to call that. My siblings, I guess. They're my siblings. By marriage. I don't know. But really my first response to that question was eat. Fair way to spend my birthday is to eat good food, is to eat food that I don't always get all year round, that I only get to have on special occasions, like cake. I am having cake on my birthday. I am just going to pray to the Humalog gods and stab myself a lot, but I'm going to have cake for my birthday. Dang it. Favorite birthday memory. So when I was 19 years old, I was living at home with my parents. I was working in a, I think I was working in the, I won't think I was working in the gas station any longer. I think I was working at the deli, at the supermarket, I believe, but I can't remember. But I had a friend named Della who I met while working at the gas station at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Her and her friend came in, and we talked about Pretty in Pink and the Breakfast Club. And then after I got off my shift, we all went and ate breakfast at the 24-hour diner. But the three of us, for my 19th birthday, went to Chuck E. Cheese. And that is probably, as of right now, one of my favorite birthday memories, because we were all 19, 20 years old, running around the Chuck E. Cheese like we were 7. Did we get in the ball pit? You bet your ass we did. And it was fun. Sadly, I do not have pictures of that time. So, you know, this was before nice smartphones came along, so it was one of those, you know, you had your camera or your disposable camera, and I don't think we took any pictures that day, which is really sad because it was a ton of fun. Do I share my birthday with any celebrities? I gotta tell you, so if you have not watched Pixie's video yet for this tag, you should go over to her channel and watch it, because I am insanely jealous of all the cool people that Pixie shares her birthday with. Like, my goodness. I share my birthday with some cool people that I'm sure they're cool people, I have no idea who they are. Like, I know Emmitt Smith played for the Cowboys or the Bills? I don't know. He's a football player. I know that much. That's all I know. I know that Emmitt Smith plays football. He's one of the people that shares the birthday with me. Also, I share my birthday with L. Frank Baum, which is kind of cool. He is the guy that wrote the Wizard of Oz books. Okay, so that one's cool. We'll take that one as a cool one. I also share my birthday with Jane Seymour, who is an actress, and if you may or may not know her, is Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman. If you guys remember that lovely show that came on about the lady that moved out to Colorado in the Wild West, and yup, that was a show. I used to love that show. My mom and I watched that show all the time when I was a kid. And I also share a birthday with an actor, classic movie actor, Joseph Cotten. So, gonna go off on a slight tangent here because I can. Joseph Cotten was in a lot of movies, but one of the movies he was in was The Third Man, which is one of my top 3 favorite movies of all time. That will never leave my top 3. It's usually my number 1 when people ask me. And that is a movie with Orson Welles, who I have still to this day a rather large love for. As large as Orson Welles himself when he passed, if I may say so myself. He and Joseph Cotten were in the movie called The Third Man, and I just loved his character in it. Joseph Cotten's character, of course I love Orson Welles' character, has one of the best, very long quotes that I used to have memorized, but I do not have memorized anymore. But if you look up The Third Man Cuckoo Clock, you'll find the quote I'm talking about, so. But yes, Joseph Cotten is another one of the celebrities. There were a bunch of other people on this list when I looked it up online that I don't know who these people are. So I'm like, I'll go with these guys and be happy, and that's cool, and that's cool. So, all right, number 6, dream birthday celebration. And this is one of those things where you got to really think about it, and this is something that I got a conversation that went on between Pixie and David about how, when it means dream celebration, it means dream celebration. So there's no holding back, nothing counts. If you're diabetic, it doesn't matter if you want to eat a 10-foot cake. Oh, I want a 10-foot cake. Anyway, I said that I would like to do a big zoo visit. So I'm a huge animal person. I love animals. I like going to the zoo and seeing animals and feeding giraffes and petting things and all of that good stuff. So I would want to go to one of the big zoos that I've never been to, like San Diego Zoo. I wouldn't mind going back to the Field Museum again for my birthday in Chicago, because Sue, if you're a dinosaur person, you know who Sue is. But I really think that's my big thing, is just, take a big zoo visit somewhere, and then have pizza and cake. Because that's moving on to, well, that's going to be another question. But number 7, this was hard. It is, if you could invite one celebrity to your birthday celebration, who would it be and why? And this one was really hard for me to do, because I figured, well, we could do living or dead, doesn't matter, whatever. And I was like, there are, it's a laundry list for me with celebrities. There are certain celebrities that I would love to just hang out with a short period of time. And nothing more than just like, having a beer or having a cup of coffee and just sitting and talking normal things with them, or just, being with them in general. So I would probably have to say, I'm going to try not to get emotional about this, but I would have to say Kevin Smith, because he is somebody who I respect as a writer, and as a filmmaker, but really more as a writer, because he's done some amazing things with comic book characters that I'm very, very fond of. His Daredevil writing was amazing, and I loved it. And he is kind of a special guy to me, because I've always loved his movies, and I always have good memories of anything involving his movies, which is kind of weird. I don't know how else to explain that, I guess. But his movies and his the little talk, An Evening with Kevin Smith, sort of stand-up-y type, TED Talky type things that he used to do, they're really, really good though. And then we almost lost him, and that was really hard. So yeah, I'd want to sit down and hang out with Kevin Smith for a while. I think we would have a blast. We would probably make a lot of dick and fart jokes, and that would be amazing. So the number 8 is dream birthday meal. Okay, look, I'm a simple person. I'm not, my initial reaction was a very simple reaction. My dream birthday meal is Mama Santa's Pizza, and Mama Santa's is a place in Little Italy in Cleveland, and they were voted best pizza in Cleveland for forever and ever, and a Costco sheet cake. That is my dream birthday meal. Now, if I needed to elaborate for some reason, or maybe make it a little bit more up the ante or whatever, I would probably say I would want to go to Texas de Brazil, the place where they just bring you mountains of meat to your table until you say done. I'd want to go there. I haven't been to a place like that. There was a place like that in Austin that I went to once, called, I think, Foco de Chao. And it was an experience. It was an amazing experience. So yeah, that would probably be my other one. But honestly, Mama Santa's Pizza and the Costco sheet cake. That's really, or if not a Costco sheet cake, I am an absolute sucker for a cookie cake. If you offer me a cookie cake, I will give you state secrets. I don't know any state secrets, but I'll make state secrets up for a cookie cake. It's that serious, guys. I'm not kidding. All right, number 9, exotic destination to celebrate birthday. I would say probably South America. No place particular in South America. We could go to Brazil. We could go to Argentina. But somewhere in South America. I think that would be my sort of exotic destination for a birthday. And so, number 10. So here comes the story. Now we're going into story time. So number 10 is something hilarious that happened at one of your birthdays. Now, I'm going to tell you this story, and you're not going to think it's very hilarious, but I think now that I'm not living the moment, I thought this was hilarious, okay? So at the time, I was living in Austin, and I had friends in Dallas. These were friends that I met on Tumblr, and I had gone to the one friend's wedding, and so this is a three-hour drive. 3 for me, two for most people, but I drive like a granny, so 3 for me. And I said, yeah, you know what? I want to spend my birthday with you guys. So the plan was that I was going to drive out to the apartment where everybody was, and I was going to spend the night, and then in the morning we were going to go to the Dallas Zoo. Woohoo! So I'm driving my car, and I'm driving a Ford Focus 5-speed hatchback. And I loved that car. That car got totaled. I loved that car, though. Anyway, so I'm driving this car on the highway going to Dallas. And it's making noises. It's not happy for whatever reason. My car is very unhappy. I can't figure out why. And I messed up my yellows, but that's okay. So I'm driving, and I messaged one of my friends and I said, something's wrong with the car. I'm worried because I'm on the freeway. I'm going 70 miles an hour on the freeway, and if you've driven in Dallas, it's an absolute nightmare. It sucks. I hate it. And so here I am, right? So I make it to, I stop at sorry, my memory is flagging on some of this. I stop at whatever the grocery store is out that way. I stop at the grocery store out there, and I tell my friend, I'm like, hey, I'm at this place, and I'm worried about making it back to the apartment. Can I follow you, back to the apartment? And they're like, sure. So we're going along, and it's not that far, and it's literally I don't have to get back on the highway or nothing. It's just little side roads going back to the apartment. And also, God, I hate coloring in yellow because I never fill in all the white spots. It looks like absolute garbage every time. Yellow!
I think it looks good.
So I get into the apartment complex, right? And I'm getting to where I see where there's parking. And just as I pulled into the parking lot, one of my main important belts on my car decides to disintegrate in a puff of smoke. Not on the highway, not on the little side roads, but somehow the universe was like, let's wait until they get somewhere safe. And I got somewhere safe, and then poof, and it exploded. It was a disaster. I could barely turn the car into a parking space. I just barely got it in there. This was on my birthday. I think it's hilarious now. I was miserable. It sucked so bad. And thankfully, the hubby of my friend had a friend who liked to fix cars for fun. So he got the parts, and he came over, and we sat in the parking lot, and he fixed my car. And I PayPal'd him a couple $100, and happy birthday to me. Now, the next day going to the zoo was fun, and we had a good time. And all was forgiven after all. I mean, we had fun. I went to a burger place
that day I showed up with my friend, and it was this great burger place where I can't remember the name of it, of course, but when you go in there, you have you get your order, and then they give you a name that they're gonna call. They don't ask for your name. They reach into a bucket of paper and they hand you a name. I was Katniss. I don't remember what my friend was, but I was Katniss, and they were calling out all sorts of names. It was hilarious. Somebody was SpongeBob. I don't remember what some of the other ones were, but it was really funny. But one of the things they had there was a birthday cake shake. And I'm stopping the coloring right now because I realized that I had all my yellows all sorts of messed up. So we're going to go to green for right now, and I'll fix my yellows in post or something. It was a birthday cake, and if it was your birthday, you got it for free, the milkshake. It was a birthday cake milkshake, and it was a milkshake with a literal slice of birthday cake inside. Like, they just slapped it on the top of the milkshake and said, happy birthday. And it was free. And it was the most amazing thing ever. So there's one more question left. And that question is, if I could get one superpower for my birthday, what would it be? Ooh, this one was hard. This one I actually wrote some things down. It's like, no, I'm gonna do that. That's like, no. I've always been a fan of gravity control as a superpower. Whenever I would role play, do tabletop games where we were superheroes, I almost always had one of two powers when I played these games. Either I had gravity control, or I was Banshee and I had the sonic blast like Banshee. And I thought about gravity control, but I was like, no. And I was thinking about currently what's going on with work and other stuff, and I was like, no, I want duplication. I want to clone myself. I want to have little Evers running around that can do all the other things for me so that I can do the things I want to do. So I would have an Ever that would clean the house, and I would have an Ever that would do my work for me. And then this Ever, being me, I would just sit at the table and color all day. And that's what I would do. I would have duplication as my superpower. So that is it, ladies and gents and everything in between. That was the birthday Bonanza tag. As always, I will have people that I talked about listed in my description box so that you can go find them and follow them and love them as much as I do. And definitely go check out Dan. I love this tag. I thought this was really cool. I've been enjoying watching other people's answers for it. I loved Pixie's video. It was so funny. It was hilarious. And Pixie, I'll go to the Container Store with you next year for your birthday, okay? I'll come pick you up, and I'll take you to the Container Store if David won't take you to the Container Store. And you and I can just lose our minds together in the Container Store, okay? Deal. But yes, this is it. If you guys like this video, you know the rules. You hit the thumbs up. It's not a rule. You don't have to, but it'd be kind of nice. And if you haven't subscribed already, I upload videos. I don't upload them on a set schedule, so, it's kind of a surprise, but I try to be slightly consistent and do 1 or 2 a week. If you like that idea, you can hit the red subscribe button and even hit the notification bell to find out when these guys go live. And with that, I will see you guys next time.